Hello everyone, this is Sawyer Studios, and today I'm doing another build and review for set number 75281 Anakin's Jedi Interceptor with 248 pieces retails in the US for $29.99. But before we open this and start the building process, I have something new to show you guys. So I was thinking about some sort of ranking system that I should be doing for Lego sets. Reviewing them is one thing, but like ranking them in a feasible, tangible way will really show, will really be able to let you compare Lego sets together. So if you have, let's say, the 501st backpack, you'll know how much better or how much worse or the same Anakin's Jedi Interceptor is compared to a set that you already have. So I created this Sawyer Studios Lego tier system. Yes, I did all of the artwork, and yes, I did this yesterday. So it is separated into 10 parts because it's a 10 tier system. The categories I will be judging sets on just like a regular basis. I won't be saying these specifically in the video, but like just in mind, I'll have price in mind, the build, playability, design/appearance, accuracy, and of course the minifigures. So let's go through the tier. First of all, we have Missing Lego, which is the worst feeling I think that you could ever, just opening up a Lego set and finding, oh, there's a piece missing. Like that's the worst feeling ever. So that's why that category is at the very bottom. Yes, I've decided to personalize each 10 tier to be relevant to Lego, because I could have just done like the numbers 1 through 10. But when someone says like, oh, this set is a 7 out of 10, what does that actually mean? Like what does 7 out of 10 mean? Like, okay, so it's good, but it's not 8, it's not 6, and I don't know what your 7 out of 10 is compared to my 7 out of 10. It's like when the doctor asks you on a scale from 1 to 5, how much pain are you feeling? It's like, well, I don't know. Numbers I think are dumb. So this is going to match an emotion that I think we all understand and have been through before. So very bottom of the tier is Missing Lego. All right, the next is stickers. Obviously stickers are not the worst thing. I mean, that's why they're above Missing Lego. But they are a pain, especially the ones when you have to put on like cylindrical pieces. Those are absolutely horrific. So that's why that's number 9. You got that little sticker symbol that I drew right there. Next is stud shooters. I put those as number 8 because stud shooters. I don't like stud shooters, and that's just that. All right, next is low piece count. Quick comment contest down below. Who can guess or who knows what set has 487 pieces but costs $79.99? Go comment that down below right now. That's number, that would be 10, 9, 8, 7. That'd be number 7. Alright, halfway in the middle, 6, brick separator. It's just like, it's there. You open a set, oh look, a brick separator. I already have like 100 of these. But like, it's not a bad thing. It's normal. It's just something that exists. So that's sort of like the midway point on this tier list. Moving up, we have printed pieces. Whoever can guess what printed piece that's supposed to be in the comments section, then good for you. But yeah, try to guess what that is. Printed pieces. I love printed pieces. They're not stickers. So yeah, that's just a plus, and that's number 5. Number 4 is plus 5 minifigs. I feel like it's so rare in Star Wars sets particularly to get a set that has more than 5 minifigures. I think something that Lego's been doing is been skimping out on minifigs. I definitely have seen that within the past several years, and so whenever I get a set that has more than 5 minifigures, that's just absolutely amazing. That's like one of the best feelings ever. So I put that right there as number 4. Number 3 is arm printing, and I drew a picture of the minifigure who has my favorite arm printing. That is the Imperial Officer minifigure from the UCS ISD. Like, that is just a beautiful arm printing. I don't know, one of the reasons why I got the UCS ISD was purely for the arm printing, like for this minifigure. That was just such a solid minifigure. And the other one had double molded legs. But yeah, I mean, that is one of my favorite things. That's why it's ranked number 3. Number 2 for the ranking is eBay deals. eBay deals are the best, especially when you win them. And like, you know, you're searching for a set that's been long retired, and you go on eBay and you find it for retail or maybe even lower than retail, and you get it. That is like one of the best feelings that a Lego collector can feel. Like, I can only top it by one thing. And this tier 1, like the very top tier, this will probably never get used, but it's an option that's there. And I want to start this off with UCS HAVw A6 Juggernaut. Yes, I want to start fighting for this set. Now that Lego has done a UCS gunship, and obviously those sales are going to skyrocket, hopefully they won't be afraid to go more prequel, to go more into the prequel era for UCS stuff. And I think a UCS Juggernaut isn't too much to ask. And yes, Lego, if you make this, please call it the Juggernaut. Do not call it the Clone Turbo Tank. The Juggernaut is just more of a, it's the better name for it, and it's more specific and more accurate to the Star Wars universe. So that is the top of the list. I'm gonna start a hashtag called #WeWanna UCS Juggernaut. So everyone hop on that train, because if we can get a 501st Battle Pack, we can get anything. So let's start this movement and let's get that done. So once again, here's the tier list in its fullness. That's going to be posted on my wall, and at the end of every LEGO review from here on out, I'm going to be ranking them via this tiering system. Alright, so let's start unboxing this, and thank goodness, let me just point out one thing. This set has tape and not the dumb thumb tabs, so thank you so much, Lego, for just doing tape, just because it's just way easier than the thumb tabs. And it's just, it makes the box look way more cleaner. For people who like collect boxes, such as myself, I do not want to see a box with like 2 gaps in it. Okay, that nice cockpit piece, not in the bag, and yay, we have stickers. I didn't know that these on the wing flaps were stickers. That's gonna be joyful. Putting on. Yeah, so here's the set. Let's put this right here to the side, and I guess let's get building and see how this puppy turns out. And it looks like we have an Anakin, which is, once again, torso is tattered, and yes, it's practically the same Anakin from the Duel on Mustafar, and yes, Lego was lazy and didn't, like, I don't know, put in a more accurate Anakin, and they just recycled, so that is gonna affect what I eventually rate this minifig wise. But we do have an R2-D2, and I don't know, just whenever I get an R2-D2 in a set, it just brings me joy because he's R2. Alrighty, let's turn this on. I don't even know why I said that. I'm not even turning anything on. I guess turn on the fun. So yeah, actually I currently do not own a single like Jedi ETA 2 Interceptor. I only own ETA 1s. So this is actually my first one. So that's exciting. I don't know why I've never gotten one. I guess I don't know. I'm a very huge Clone Wars era buff, and when I was collecting Clone Wars sets and stuff, I mean, you know, the Clone Wars TV series, we didn't see ETA2s. I think it was season 5. Yeah, I think so. I think it was season 5. So I don't know, I didn't really have that big of a passion per se of collecting ETA2s. Revenge of the Sith stuff, I reserved money for like in my opinion, the cooler sets, such as like the AT-AT Walker and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just never got my hands on one. I never had the funds to really do that. So, but now I do, and I am happy that this is my first one, just because it's a very solid design. From what I've seen in pictures, that could very much change as I continue to build this. But yeah, not looking forward to putting on those sticker pieces though, so it'll be fine. I'm usually good at putting on stickers. Actually, my friend Luke, the guy who I was chatting with when I was doing that the online building of the Iron Man helmet, he's seen me put on stickers and he's like, dude, that's like professional level. Like, thank you. So let's hope I can live up to that today. Alright, these are solid engine pieces, actually. Nice. So far, absolutely no problem with this set. Like, this is all very structurally sound. The space is being used well. The one thing that I think is probably one of the hardest things to get right on an ETA2 Lego set is just to make sure that you don't have any gaps in the cockpit. That's like a huge struggle, I feel like, when Lego tries to make one of these, because it's hard. It's a rounded cockpit, and Lego is very much of a grid-like system, so you're bound to have gaps. But I mean, Lego has done it before. They've successfully made a cockpit that doesn't have gaps, so I guess we will just have to see. Ooh. I'm assuming this is the chair. That's a very slant, I don't know if you can see that, but that is a very slanted chair. Like, that's like in full recline. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the chair is more upright. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Oh, this is a sticker? Why is this a sticker? Well, I guess because it's, well, yeah, because I haven't really seen this printed piece before and they wanted to give us a different design. Okay, I understand, yes. Also, why is this a sticker? Alright. Put that one right there. Okay. Next piece. Interesting. Oh, this is the hinge for the cockpit. Very cool. Yeah, out of all of the Jedi Interceptors that were ever made, if we're talking specifically ETA2, so these ones, the one that I do regret not getting was the green one that came out several years ago. That was a good set, and it came with some extra stuff, like some dual stuff in regards to Mustafar, the lava battle, and yeah, I kind of wish that I had gotten that. But you know, I'm sure it's like, oh, they'll probably remake it eventually, since they've made this ETA 2 so many times. All right. So as I said, gaps right here. I mean, hey, it's not done yet. They could fill them in, but this has potential to not have that many gaps actually. That's a really nice, yeah, really nice cockpit mechanism. And then you have 2 of these at the bottom. Okay, and it looks like we're on to bag 2 already. Just so that I have more stuff to talk about on these build reviews that I do. Not saying that like I have absolutely nothing to talk about. I have such an interest in life after that. But just to have more stuff to talk about, what would be very helpful if you guys would leave, I don't know, just questions you have in the comment section in this video. And then the next time I do another build and review video, I'll be sure to answer those questions as I build throughout the video. And these questions do not have to be LEGO related, although I would not be opposed with LEGO related questions and stuff. It could just be questions about me or really anything. Like if you have a question about, I don't know, baking, sure, go ahead, answer it, ask it. I might not be able to answer it, but I will do my best. So honestly, just put any questions in, just so I can talk about anything. Something I do want to talk about though is that the Bespin Duel set that is coming out. I was watching an Ask Him an R, and he was talking about how he doesn't think that, well, that LEGO's original plan wasn't to do more of these Bespin, you know, like those like UCS style, like sort of still life scenes, which I agree. However, there have been a couple times in the past where LEGO has done something for like a huge event, and then has made more of that same thing after. I don't know if that was LEGO's intention, but what I do think is going to happen, I think LEGO is going to see, like, oh, hey, lots of people really like this UCS style still life duel thing. I think we're going to make more because we just made a lot of money off of that. I think that's how that's going to go down. I really truly think that it's going to be very popular, and I think that yeah, I think it's going to be very popular, so I think we're going to see more of that at some point. I was actually talking with one of my friends about possible other ideas of where we might see another one of those, like, or like what scene they would use. And I'm trying to think about, I'm trying to think about what I said. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember what I think it was another, I'm pretty sure it was another duel thing that I was discussing, and I just realized that what did I do wrong? Oh, I see. It was another duel that I wanted to see done very well, and I don't know why I can't think of it now. Let's see, original trilogy. It wasn't Obi-Wan, and it wasn't the funnel, so maybe it wasn't. I don't know. If I think of it, I will definitely share that with you guys in this video. But there was like a couple possibilities that me and my friend were listing that were like, this would actually be really cool in one of these styles. So, yeah. And it looks like we're building the base. This is where R2-D2 is gonna go on the scene. And we have this guy going right here. Oh, okay. This is actually a... I like how this is shaping out to be. This is a very interlocking, very interwoven, that's the word I was looking for, sort of design that we got going on, so good job, Lego. And now that I see the big picture, I see that one bag is for one side and the other bag's for the other side, so yeah. I know that the Clone Wars, I guess, era of Star Wars has sort of ended, because we've had the final season, which I've seen those memes where everyone's like, the Bad Batch. It's the Bad Batch show. It's practically Clone Wars Season 8. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if that's how Dave Filoni was able to just work around that and get us another season of the Clone Wars. That I would be fine with that, although it is going to be, after Order 66. Hey, there can be some like flashback episodes. I would definitely not be opposed to that. And that looks very nice. But there's been so many Clone Wars Lego sets that I wish Lego would have made. And now I highly doubt that they'd ever make them. Just because I just don't think they'll ever make them now, because they don't have a reason to. Like, it's not going to hit the audience that they're expecting to hit. Now, that doesn't mean Lego isn't gonna make like a. That doesn't mean that Lego's not gonna make a. Where is this? Oh, that's a sticker. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. This little like insignia thing is a sticker on that single stud. I could have printed that. Anyway, so like a set like the Venator class cruiser, that I can see getting made again because it's shown in episode 3. It's shown in a movie. But stuff that's like exclusively to the Clone Wars, like stuff that you only see in the Clone Wars and not in any of the movies, those sets I don't ever see being made again, and that saddens me, just because we could have had so many more awesome sets from the Clone Wars, babe. And honestly, I think that if Lego did make more sets from the Clone Wars era, I don't know, I think it'd be popular. I think people would buy it. But of course, I'm not Lego. I don't know the full demographics of, their buyers and sellers and what, they've done the case studies. They know best, and I don't know where they're doing their case studies, but apparently the case studies are saying build more Luke land speeders. Yes, because whenever we come out with a Luke land speeder and it's bought, I'm just annoyed by that. Actually, I guess it makes a little bit of sense. If you have like hardcore Star Wars fan who has been collecting Luke's land speeders for like ever, if you come out with a new Luke land speeder, you're gonna want to buy another Luke's land speeder. But I can't imagine there's enough of those people. I don't know. I just can't imagine that there's like enough of those people to support continuously making more and more Luke's land speeders. That just boggles my mind. These are some very nice gun designs that they have at the bottom. I see you, Lego. I see these double guns right here. Very nice design. Ooh, yeah. That's actually, okay, that actually looks like really nice right here, these guns. Yeah, that was just a small little detail that I did not expect to see, so good job, Lego. Anyway, going back to collecting Luke's land speeders. I don't know, I guess maybe kids who have like barely seen the Star Wars films and like their fathers or their moms or their parents together have like introduced them to Star Wars, and then they also like Lego, and then they're like, oh, we missed last time Luke's land speeder came out, let's get it this time. I don't know, I guess from a perspective of like a Star Wars fan like myself, someone who's been collecting Lego for a pretty long time, it's annoying. But I also forget that, hey, you know, there's also a demographic of people who, you know, who haven't, you know, who maybe have just seen Star Wars and have just started collecting Lego, and, you know, you want to give them a chance to be able to get some of these sets that you were able to get when you were younger. So yes, I understand that. It's just, I'm also gonna say it's also just frustrating from this angle, but I do understand why and all that. So yes, I'm going to be understanding and all. And these yellow pieces in this instruction booklet is like really lighting up. They look almost neon. Okay, let's see, what else do we... it looks like we're just gonna put these wings on. So these guys go like this. That's a cool design right there. And now the dreaded stickers. Okay. Here goes nothing. If I put on stickers, I'm just thinking, great care we must take. Oh, that's a pretty good first try. Not completely centered, but I think it's passable. At least it's straight. It's flush with everything, so I'm happy with that. Let's just close that baby up and let's put the sticker on this guy, and hopefully I can do the same thing. We're 25% of the way done, about to be halfway done. Okay, that was a little bit better. I'm getting better at this. There's that sticker. Put that on. Beautiful. I'm assuming the rest is spares. Yes, I'm correct. The rest is spares. Let me get to place it. Ooh, okay, this is where I get to see if these gaps in the cockpit are going to be taken care of. Okay, so it's better taken care of. Like, there's only really a technic piece gap. And still, I mean, if we were going to be like actually accurate to an ETA, like this part right here would be curved around, so it's like a circular, more oblate shape than just straight. But you know, this is not a UCS ETA or anything like that. Ooh, now that I'm thinking about, like, you know, they've made a UCS A-wing, which is obviously oversized, and they've made a UCS snow speeder, which that was definitely more than minifig scale. Now that I'm thinking about it, would Lego, if they start doing more prequel UCS sets, which I think they should do, like 100% yes, would they do they do a UCS ETA? Okay, I think a UCS ETA, it would look cool. Like that would look pretty bomb if you got all the designs correct. That would be a beautiful ship. You know, actually, I'm not even going to complain about it. You know, there are some people who are like, I don't think LEGO should ever make UCS sets that are bigger than minifig scale. Well, yes and no at the same time. Stuff like, okay, the gunship that's coming out, that better be to minifig scale. Like, if it's more than minifig scale, like, I'm going to be very upset. I know a lot of other people are going to be very upset. But stuff like the A-Wing, you know, like, if you are purely just trying to get a set for displayable purposes, that is a beautiful ship that they made. Sure, it's bigger than minifig scale. Yes, that is true. But nonetheless, it looks beautiful, and I think that, I don't know, I think it works. I think it still works, and that LEGO can continue to do that. So if we were to get a UCS ETA 2, I think that would just be really something else. That'd be beautiful. I would not complain about that. But like, it would have to be good, you know. Like, it'd have to be a good design, like the A-Wing. You know, when LEGO makes stuff that is bigger than minifig scale, then there's got to be a reason why. And unless that reason is to add more detail, then that's not gonna fly with anyone. So yeah, anyway, like, just make it a $150, $200 UCS set, depending on how many pieces are in it. I'm having a hard time believing that there'd be the same number of pieces in a UCS ETA 2 than an A-Wing. I don't think LEGO would. I mean, that would be like really big. I don't think LEGO needs to use that many pieces, quite frankly. So yeah, there's that. So I would assume, hopefully, unless they wanted to overprice it, like sometimes they do, hopefully it would just be like 150 UCS set. Now, there are a couple UCS sets that I just think LEGO is never gonna make, just because of the. Well, there's two reasons why LEGO would never make a certain UCS set. One is the structural integrity; like, they just wouldn't be able to make it well. So that's the first reason. The second reason is just because I don't think they're gonna get enough popularity for them to ever make one. Like, for them to ever think, we should do this, rather than, oh, let's just remake a UCS X-Wing or something like that. So, yeah. The first one that I think LEGO is never going to make, just due to the lack of structural integrity of the vehicle itself, that was kind of, well, it's on there now. It's a little bit crooked, but I can ignore that. Is an UCS AT Walker. I don't think LEGO is ever going to make a UCS version of that, because unless somehow LEGO is able to figure out the weight problem, because I mean, just like in the movies, as you see, the AT Walker is very top heavy, and of course it falls over because it's top heavy. It's just not that good of a design, quite frankly. So when building it out of LEGO, and I've seen people make, you know, like mocks of a UCS AT Walker, they always have the problem with having the legs being strong enough to being able to support something of that weight, of that magnitude. So it's just, I think it'd be really hard. You'd have to put in a lot of pieces, or just, I don't know, could make it, see, it's hard to get the proportions right when it comes to making something like that, because you want to make it good, you want to make it detailed. You probably, or if you were gonna make a UCS HAVw walk, you'd want to make at least pretty darn close to minifig scale. I don't think that would be out of the realm of possibility, but you know, once again, it's gonna be hard to have that balance and to make sure that it's structurally sound, so that whenever like a light breeze comes by, it's not gonna flop over, because you're not gonna want that, and Lego fans are not gonna want that. Do I think that Lego's ever like tried to make one and then like gone through a design process and been like, you know what, I don't think this is gonna work? Yeah, I feel like that's something that Lego has probably done, or maybe they've, you know, maybe they've just what's the word? They've put it on the back burner and they're just like, all right, well, this might happen, but with the pieces and technology we have right now, there's no way. So, you know, maybe in the future, if Lego is able to find some way to just make that work, then yeah. I knew something looked wrong with this. Hold up. Hold the phone. Okay, this design is different. Why? Oh. Huh. Okay. So apparently, come on, Nathan, you're better than this. Apparently I built this wrong. Yeah, I did think that was a bit odd now that I'm looking back at it. Huh. 'Cause this is all the way back. Oh, I see. Alright, these guns are gonna look a heck of a lot better when I'm done fixing this. So let's just take off some minimal pieces, move this baby back. So move it up. That's gonna go there. This is gonna go. See? Easy fix. Now it's back to being what it's supposed to be. Right now I think just compare it to here. Yep, okay. That's it. And then this goes, okay, that looks a lot better. I was really confused why there was such exposed studs. Alright, this looks a lot better for the guns rather than having those weird studs stick out. There we go. Okay, that was you know, I'm not perfect when it comes to building Lego, but when I make a mistake, I do catch it. So there's that. Other sets that I don't think is ever going to be a UCS set. Let's stick with structural integrity for the moment. The U-wing would be very hard, because whenever I've seen a version of it being made that's minifig scale, they have to have like these stands for the wings just because of the weight and how long they are technically. I think that would look bad. So unless Lego is able to figure out a way to properly have the wings stay out without having there to be invisible stands, just because I think that looks bad. I think Lego knows that looks bad. I don't think they would do that. Even translucent stands, I don't think they'd even do that. I think they would want to wait until they could be like, we could build this and have it, you know, be actually, you know, just the wings could maintain their own weight. Until that happens, I don't think Lego's gonna be making one of those anytime soon. I was honestly surprised to see that Lego, in like the original poll of do you want a gunship, a TIE bomber, or a Nebulon B frigate, I was surprised that they suggested a Nebulon B frigate. That seems like something that would be, I mean, okay, there are UCS sets that need stands, yes, such as the Imperial Star Destroyer. But that's more of like an aesthetic stand, you know, like it's black, it's at the bottom, it's holding it up. I mean, it kind of just matches with the whole ship. Like it just adds to it. It doesn't take away from anything. And I guess they were just planning on doing that with the Nebulon B frigate, just having a stand in the back and having the front support itself, which, I mean, I guess, you know, you have to put the UCS sticker somewhere. So I guess that would be a good spot to put it. Yeah. So, I mean, here's still hoping that Lego was planning on making a UCS bomber and a Nebulon B frigate anyway. They just wanted to know what we all wanted first. So hopefully, hopefully Lego ends up making a Nebulon B frigate also, and a TIE bomber. So I think a TIE bomber, especially if it had a bombing mechanism, which I don't think Lego could make a TIE bomber and not, you know, and it not have a bombing mechanism. I don't think they could do that. One, I think that would be really cool. Have like a working TIE bomber, and hopefully it would like match the scale, like it would match the scale of the Millennium Falcon. So practically minifig scale, but not quite, because the Millennium Falcon, the UCS Millennium Falcon, although how big it is, it technically still isn't minifig scale. Yeah. All right. I see why people like this set. This is actually a really beautiful. This is a beautiful ship. Got the nice engines. Of course, you got those dumb spin-loaded missiles sticking out the back, but you know, that's fine. They're pretty much concealed underneath. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll get into the review and minifigures. So, yeah, let's get into this review. So for the minifigures, we have a standard R2-D2, nothing different about him, same chrome head as always, and same printing. And then we have, of course, the dual on Mustafar Anakin Skywalker with a pilot headset. Yeah, I'm still upset with Lego for doing that, but it's, I guess it's whatever. Maybe they'll fix it, maybe they won't. Okay, here's the Interceptor. So obviously there's a place underneath to store the Jedi's lightsaber. You got two clips on either side so you can choose. So you can put Anakin's lightsaber underneath right there. Of course, the wing flaps open up into locus foils. And so do the bottom ones, which I'm gonna attempt to do with one hand. Yeah, finger dexterity. Yeah, that looks really beautiful. Yep, that's beautiful. All right, obviously the sticker details, you saw me put them on, so no need to go into that. Just like design wise, I love, once again, the small little like gun areas right here, piping, and then the big main guns in the front. Those are just very nice. And as always, you can fit R2-D2 right here in the front. Originally, they just had the head on like a swivel piece, which I'm a little bit upset that Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter and Hyperspace Ring, they still had to use that method of, I guess it makes sense because it's an ETA-1 and that would be harder. That would be harder. To get this cockpit, there we go, off, you have to lift it up from there. And then you can sit down Anakin inside here. Once again, I'm still gonna, yeah, just look at that. He's practically sleeping. Like that's practically, he's not even flying. He's just on autopilot. Like that's just a huge reclining. Oh, that doesn't look good to me. And there's his control panel, and you just close it up. I mean, look at that. That's way too reclined back. Yeah, I don't know. That's just way too reclined back for me. So, and then the final feature is that you got these spring-loaded missiles in the back that you can fire out. Let me just do an example. There you go. Shoots out like that. Very nice. You can close these up. When it lands, there is no landing gear for this ETA. Kind of just realized that there's no landing gear. Kind of just sits there like that. Maybe they were really trying to back this starfighter off from episode 3, and this is the starfighter post crashing into the invisible hand and having literally everything underneath shredded. So I guess maybe they were going for that, who knows. Alright, well now it's time to rank this on my tier system. And here are the categories. This set looks great. Playability wise, amazing. The price, pretty decent. I mean, it should have been $25, let's be real. Especially if they're not going to give us an accurate Anakin. It should have been $25. So price per piece is a little, I mean, $5. I don't see really where the extra $5 are coming from. Maybe, okay, I guess the cockpit piece, yes, that's a hard piece to print and stuff. So, okay, I guess the price is actually justified, sure. $30, let's go with $30. I guess the only bad thing really is the Anakin. And the fact that, I don't know, everything, like, I don't know, these pieces could have easily been printed. And just like this one, this was just such a small, dumb little just sticker piece that was just so unnecessary. And the design of the seat, yeah, I don't like that. Way too reclined. And, you know, Lego, you still need to find a way. I mean, I can see them trying. Like, I can see them trying. See how, like, these pieces down here are curving in. But this is still straight. Like, nonetheless, it's still straight. And then it doesn't curve back in here. So, Lego, you still need to find a way to properly curve this around so that this can fit there. Like, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. And then also, I would also appreciate if Lego had a way to just not have that gap with R2-D2's legs underneath. So yeah, and also the fact that there are no landing gear mechanisms at all in this set. I would rate this set a brick separator, you know? This set is a brick separator. Just, you have one, it's nice, but you have so many others just like it. There's no true wow factor to this particular set. There's just too many little flaws that Lego could have fixed that they just didn't, and especially just the Anakin minifigure. So this set has been deemed brick separator. Alright everyone, this is Sawyer Studios. Thank you for watching this build and review of Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Click that bell icon so you know when I'm posting new content. Let me know about your thoughts of this set and if I gave it a fair ranking on my new tier system. Also, just comment down below what you think about my tier system. Just like this video if you like the artwork in my tier system, because I put a lot of work into that. I'll put a post-it note reminding me that I've ranked this as brick separator, so I have a consistent grading system and that I don't forget where I've ranked this set and the future sets to come. Alright everyone, this is Sawyer Studios, and I'll see you all in the next video.